Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. Judy here. If you fight for freedom, democracy, human rights, and science, you've come to the right place. I upload weekly to this series which talks about dictators and more. Before we dive into today's topic, please allow me to thank the friends who bought me coffee from my website last week. Thank you so much for your kind support, my friends. Thank you. My friends, I guess you know that Trump loves gold, right? Yes, Trump is well known for incorporating extensive gold accents into his homes and the Oval Office during his terms as president. Yeah, Trump loves gold and people know it, which is why the gold desk clock and the engraved gold bar worked. Why? Well, because they were given to Trump by a group of Swiss billionaires, and after receiving the gifts, Trump decided to slash 39% tariffs on Swiss imports to 15%. The president of the Green Party in Switzerland said that the gifts appear to show Trump's corrupt logic had poisoned the Swiss elite. Speaking of elite, some MAGAs think that well-educated people are elite, but it's not true because in reality, only billionaires are elite. Yeah, they have been brainwashed by Trump and top MAGAs. And according to history that I know of, Trump-like people barely wake up. No matter how bad their lives will be destroyed by their so-called leaders or saviors. Of course, they will never blame their beloved leaders. They believe that all the bad things that their leaders have thrown at them either not true or someone else had them done behind the back of their leaders. So, in my opinion, most everyday Trumpers cannot be saved or waken up. Only they can save themselves if that would ever happen. Why? Because they are stupid? Maybe, but it's not their fault. It's the system's fault. The system in every country has been blocking ordinary people from getting a proper education. Anyway, I feel sorry for everyday Trumpers because I'm also an ordinary person, not a billionaire. When I see daily Trumpers help some evil people at the top, like Trump, to get more benefits for the elite, the billionaires, to reduce benefits of commoners like themselves, I feel sorry for them. And I feel angry toward people like Trump, who are pure evil and extremely greedy. Yes, Trump loves gold, and this is one of the reasons that the party did the shiny golden FIFA medal on stage. Yeah, I talked about it in the video, The Art of the Steal. If you haven't watched it, please check it out in the description or comments. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It won't cost you anything. Thank you. In fact, not only Trump loves gold, Batista also loved it. Batista was a Cuban dictator who played a significant role in Cuban politics from his first rise to power in the 1930s until his overthrow in the Cuban Revolution in 1959. Batista was supported by the U.S. government. If I recall, many wealthy American businessmen got richer because of their investments in Cuba during his dictatorship. So not surprisingly, it's believed that Batista sold Cuba out in order to obtain his personal benefits, money, power, and more. Sounds familiar? Yeah, I feel the same per Chambers. Moreover, Fulgencio Batista and the Russian-American organized crime figure, the mob's accountant, Meyer Lansky, had a business partnership where Batista, as Cuba's dictator, would offer Lansky and the mafia control the country's casinos and race drugs in exchange for bribes and money laundering opportunities. If you don't know Lansky, my friends, Google him, and you'll find by the 1960s he was also involved in drug smuggling and prostitution. That he had also invested heavily in legal businesses like hotels and golf courses. Speaking of drug smuggling, hotels and golf courses, I can't believe that Trump just pardoned the former president of Honduras, who was convicted of drug trafficking charges in a U.S. court. Interesting or ironic, I do not know. Anyway, let's back to the business partnership between the dictator Batista and mob's accountant Meyer Lansky. The alliance remained the whole Batista dictatorship. It was only shattered by the Cuban Revolution led by Fidel Castro. That's right, I've also talked about Fidel Castro, another Cuban dictator who imprisoned thousands of dissenters and stifled civil liberties and political freedoms. These two, I mean Fulgencio Batista and Fidel Castro, are two different types of dictators. In fact, quite the opposite types, but they are both dictators. My friends, dictators, no matter which type they belong, they are not good for the country, the economy, and the people. Any dictatorship is not good for anyone, especially not good for ordinary people. In case you don't know me yet, I'm Judy Fay London, a fan of Jack London. I'm a published writer who writes fiction and non-fiction novels and short stories. You're very welcome to visit my website, judyfaylondon.com or Amazon to read my poems and my short stories. The last one, Mr. Rat, Candy the dog, and so on, and my latest non-fiction book, Living with the Walking Dead, a roadmap for achieving your own success. I hope to see you there, and thank you so much for your kind support, and thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channels, Judy Fay London and Judy Plus. Judy Fay London is a channel that mainly talks about culture, economics, and dictators and various events and people in human history, while Judy Plus is a journal that has about interesting discoveries in the world of science.